Hey everyone, this is a mini float, a mini episode of today's podcast. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Roshan, and let's get to the topics.
Roshan, how much do you like food?
I love food. Food is life. Food is love. Food is everything. Food gives you health. Food takes away health. Yeah, it's that.
Mhm. Um, what's like, do do you like to pair anything with food and drink?
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes I like to eat, I would say savory stuff, or like, I would say not savory, but more of the unhealthy stuff with like a beer, get some beer, like pizza and
Hmm.
beer, wings and beer. I think those go well together. And then if I'm eating like Asian food, maybe like tea before, green tea before, which really opens your stomach. I learned this when I was in Nepal. They did it all the time. And then if I'm eating, say, more savory stuff, it depends, to be honest, on region. I can say drink for every single type of food I eat, but
Hmm.
it depends according to where the food is originated from.
Are you more of a savory person or a sweet or a spicy person?
Spicy.
Spicy?
I make everything spicy. I'll wake up in the morning, like even if I wake up at 7 a.m., I will I'll literally cook some eggs and then
Hmm.
drench it in spicy stuff, spicy spices, everything. Like spicy is how I live my life. I live
I
on the edge.
I think I would have to say savory and spicy are pretty tied. Sweet has to come last for me. Um, But I like spice for the same reason, almost similar reason as yours. Spice gives me life because when I eat something really spicy and I'm in that much pain, it just reminds me of how much alive I am to feel that much pain in my mouth. Is
Yeah,
that too emo of me?
yeah, it's a little emo of you.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
it's
I agree with that though. I like having, say, the spiciest thing ever, which you're not supposed to really like. Like there's sauces on like what's the scale called?
Scoville's.
Scovilles. So on the Scoville scale, that can be super high up,
Hmm.
and it says this is a dangerous product. Only do 1 drop, and
Hmm.
I'll just turn up the bottle and drench it in my cooking. Like I disobey the warnings, which maybe in the long term it's not the best idea, but spicy food is good for you. Spicy food like helps your immune system. It's probably
Hmm.
hurting mine, but it's too good. I can't resist.
Does the texture of the food impact your opinion on whether or not you like it or not?
Yes, yes, uh, definitely. And if you guys want to know why, I talk about this in the other episode, which is the full episode, and I talk about it. But yes, I can't stand stuff that texture is different from what I'm thinking in my head. And even like when I try to go to eat something, I don't know if this has happened to you, but you go to eat something and you're expecting something else from the name or from
Hmm.
how it looks, and then you bite into it and you're like, okay, my taste buds just turned off because they just tricked me. They tricked me into eating something that I thought was this, but no, it's actually something else.
uh, you know, have you ever had a sea urchin before?
Like a Pepsi orchard?
No, like, have you ever eaten a sea urchin?
No, but I had a pet. It wasn't a sea urchin pet, but it was a goldfish pet. But I don't really like seafood.
Mhm.
Like I can't stand seafood unless it is sushi. Sushi is the only seafood I'll have.
I was about to say you're about to say something very controversial right there.
Yeah, sushi's the only one. And I guess salmon. I don't like it though. I'll
Mhm,
bake it because it's good for health, good for like your health, your body, and everything.
mhm.
And I need to get omega 3 somehow, which I get from hemp seeds,
Fish
which
oil?
is
Oh.
no. I actually, I have a bad habit of not taking the fish oil.
Mhm.
I'll buy the bottle and then they'll expire. Even though they last for 3 years, they'll expire. So I just have hemp seeds. They're so soft, and I eat rice every day. So you just pile it on your rice, and you get your omegas.
Uh, no, wow. Um, well, for sea urchin, I've had that when I was in California, and the texture of the sea urchin is like a tongue.
Ooh,
Like, it really does feel like there's a tongue in your mouth that's
like
not your own.
no, I can't
And
do that.
and at first, you're just like at first, I was in shock because I was like, "This texture, like, whose tongue is in my mouth?" Um, but then I just remembered it was food, and then I bit the right tongue because my mine didn't hurt, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. It really tasted like the ocean, and, um, I think, usually I think I would be the person to be like, "Oh, texture is important," and I still stand by that statement, but I think the sea urchin really proved to me that, like, yeah, it's important, but, like, if it tastes good, who really cares?
Going off texture, there's this one. I don't know where it's from, but it's a moving food.
Octopus?
It's not octopus. I think it's maybe from Japan, but it's like this dish where you have like food that actually just moves in your plate and you eat it like that.
Is it alive or is it something that's just moving?
I think it's alive. I actually
Is
don't
it
know.
thin or thick? Like,
Thin, thin to thick.
it might be like something that reacts to heat. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
Um,
but that
it's
is where I can't
it's not
stand
alive
that.
though. It's not alive
It's
though.
not. But
No,
still, it's moving. Like
it's moving
you,
because it's reacting to the heat.
but you can't eat moving stuff.
I
Like
mean, if you cook anything, it moves. Like it shrinks in size and all that stuff. So what that was doing, the thin piece, I'm pretty sure if we're talking about the same thing, then it was just simply reacting to the dish itself, and it was just moving. It's not alive though, unless you're
no,
talking about like literal octopus.
no, it's a literally moving food. I think it's in China. No, it's actually in Korea. I think you should know this.
Now you wow, wow, okay. Okay.
I
uh
think you should know this. I just googled it right now, and the first thing that came up is moving soul food.
Silkworm.
It might probably.
I haven't had this, but I know about it. I don't recall if it was moving, but I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and it looks like a worm, and it moves, and they dip in like some red sauce and eat it. That
Yep,
is
that's
texture.
yeah, okay.
That
I,
can't you can't eat that.
yeah, I've never had that. First of all, having worms in my mouth does not seem very appetizing, so I'm gonna just leave it as that. Um, well, thank you everyone for stopping by our very first mini float,
Yeah, and
manager.
this will be posted every single 9 a.m. This is our first one, and we're gonna try and see how it is. Let us know your feedback if you like it or not. And thanks for coming, and thanks for listening. And go listen to the actual full podcast which will be posted at 12 p.m. Central Time. Thanks for watching, and thanks for coming by. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.